Welcome back to Lechonkamania, where today we're going to be reviewing one of the chonkiest boxes that you can get right now.
Lechonk, 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 Lechonk.
Alrighty, here we are today with the Oinkologne EX box. Now, this box here is a Best Buy exclusive box, meaning you're only going to be able to get it from Best Buy or on the secondary market, which is where I got mine because it's not available anymore at Best Buy. This is a kind of old box here, and it contains two Obsidian Flames packs, one Astral Radiance pack, and I'm unsure what the fourth pack is, but when Mrs. Lechonkamania opened hers, it was a Paldea Evolved pack. So, this box here, on the exterior, looks amazing. The only thing that's missing is any Lechonk aside from the promo cards. There's Oinkologne all over the box, the front, the back, the sides, the top, all over, but no Lechonk anywhere. So, sadly, the only representation Lechonk has in this box is on the front promo card and at the top of the Jumbo Oinkologne EX card and at the small one. But you can hardly even see it down there. You'd have to look behind the Oinkologne cutout to even see the smaller one. So, I'd give that a deduction of points immediately for lack of Lechonk representation. But then I'll immediately give those points right back, as this is the only specialty box to be focused mainly around Lechonk. And you must thank Lechonk for this box, because without Lechonk evolving into Oinkologne, we won't have the Oinkologne box. So, this is basically a Lechonk product, and the promo that comes in this for Lechonk, you can only get this promo in this box. Now, looking at the promo of Lechonk at a quick glance from the outside, you'd think, oh, it's nothing special. It looks like it might have just a hollow border. But at a closer look, you'll be able to see that this Lechonk here has a Cosmos holofoil pattern, which just makes this an amazing Lechonk promo to have, as it's the only full holographic Lechonk that we have so far, in English anyway. So, without further ado, let's break down this box and look at these promos before jumping into some packs. Alright, let's slide this out here really quickly. Oh, pardon the shadow there. And let's briefly inspect this Lechonk card through the plastic. And it is a Paldea Evolved pack there. I couldn't necessarily see it through the initial full cardboard packaging, but seeing that D right there, that's a D that I recognize. So, back to the Lechonks though. I'm going to continue breaking this down off camera. Alrighty, it looks like we have two Obsidian Flames packs, one Paldea Evolved, and an Astral Radiance. My goodness. So, there is some really strong potential Lechonks in those Obsidian Flames packs there, but let's hold on to those for a quick second, and let's look over these promos going from, I guess, worst to best. Sorry, Oinkologne EX. My goodness. Between Mrs. Lechonkamania and I, we have so many Oinkologne EX, just plain, and this thing, I'm going to have to criticize it, not for being an Oinkologne, but for being the same Oinkologne EX that you can pull from Scarlet and Violet base. No alternative art, it's not, mirrored to face the other way. No such effort was put in for poor old Oinkologne on this card. It's just a reprint of the normal Oinkologne from Scarlet and Violet base. So, rather sad, but I do love that the pattern here is basically the base set holofoil little stars. It feels like there's a lot more stars on this than what would be on a base set holo. But it is a nice pattern to have on an Oinkologne indeed. And look at that. Yeah, if you zoom in, you can have that same pattern over Lechonk. My goodness. Maybe someday, but for now, we're stuck just with the Cosmos holofoil pattern. But we won't check that out quite yet. Let's first look at the Jumbo Oinkologne. Now this is unique. I do believe this would be the only place where you could acquire a Jumbo Oinkologne card. And I feel like this is often shadowed or missed because it's not really visible most of the time if you're just running through the packs. But the transparency on the box down here where all the text is very, very faint to where you can see just a little outline of the Pokemon through it, whereas it wasn't like that in past EX eras. So that does make this EX era a little more special. And like I said before, the holo pattern with all the stars going over it does remind me of the Radiant collection from Generations in 2016. So, but saving the best for last, a Lechonk Cosmos foil promo. And my goodness, if you do not have this Lechonk in your collection, I implore you go and get one immediately. This is probably the best holo pattern that you could get, and this illustration here specifically is used on multiple of these stamped promos where there's the stamp down here. So if you're trying to collect this artwork specifically, then this card is an absolute must. My goodness. Now, Mrs. Lechonkamania had some amazing luck when it came to the box that she opened, where the Lechonk card, the promo that she has, came with a double swirl on it. And that's just amazing, as right here it looks like we have no swirls. Now, I personally do not count the swirls or the bits of a swirl that could show up around the border here. It looks like we have a faint one right there, but I do not count that as it's not really a full swirl and it's not in the illustration box. If it were reverse, I'd count it if it were down here or like on the energies from 151, but just hanging out on the border where it's hardly noticeable and it's not even a full swirl, I don't count it. So, but the one that Mrs. Lechonkamania has is an amazing example of a double swirl Lechonk holo, which for this being the only holo of a Lechonk to have the Cosmos foil and the only Lechonk card to have a holo over the illustration box, to have a double swirl is just, it's impeccable, I would say. As also the only way to get this card is through this box or like TCG Player, eBay, places like that. But she pulled it straight from the box, the very first box that was opened. This is the second box, and then we do have a third box that we are going to be keeping sealed for future Lechonk purposes, whether we're holding it or opening it for any other reasons. But my goodness, the Lechonks that they've been putting out in Scarlet and Violet, they are amazing. Lechonk has been getting all of the love when it comes to the promos. So, let's switch over here to the packs, and let's put the Lechonks up here. Let's move slightly to the right here, and let's get into these packs now, shall we? So, I'd also like to mention when Mrs. Lechonkamania opened her box, she was able to pull the SIR version of Ice Cube from Obsidian Flames, along with a Belly Bolt EX and a Greedent EX. So she was able to get 3 hits out of her 4 packs, along with the Lechonk promo. I consider that Lechonk promo to be a hit in and of itself. It is a spectacular Lechonk card, and as I said before, if you don't have it in your Lechonk collection, it's definitely one to get. And it can't be that expensive, I'd imagine easily under $5. So make sure though, if you're searching for one on the secondhand market, look for swirls. get the most unique copy that you can. So, getting back into it here, don't worry if we are not able to strike gold or Lechonks, because Lechonk is on a gold card. But if we're not able to score much of anything in these packs, I do have some fail packs that we will be able to fall back into just in case. So, on the rare occasion that we're going to be opening up anything Sword and Shield on this channel, because there's no Lechonks in any Sword and Shield set, but because this came inside a Lechonk product, it gives us the excuse to open it, as well as Paldea Evolved. But if you really need an excuse to open Paldea Evolved for Lechonk stuff, there is always that 2023 Back to School Eraser that comes with a Paldea Evolved and Scarlet and Violet pack, packaged all with an amazing Lechonk Eraser, just like those cute little guys right down here. So, without further ado, let's get right into the packs. Now, let's not forget, this is 3 from the back, or 4 from the back, depending on how you like to go about it. Let's flip it around this way, because I don't like seeing the fronts of the cards, the face of the card. I'd rather see the code. And that is the code that we would like to be seeing, because, oh my, speaking of codes, I forgot, in past videos, we were not giving away the codes, but, we've decided, because, you know, I don't use them, Mrs. Lechonkamania does. Oh my, focus please. I think it's trying to focus on those Lechonks down there. You can see the code though, but, we were not giving away the codes. We are now giving away all of the codes. So, I hope you're able to pull something pretty nice from the codes here on out. So, Hisuian Overquill. My goodness, such an awesome name. Can't go wrong with it. Kamado, Noctowl, and I guess really any alternate art would be acceptable. Ooh, nice Eevee. Or what? Trainer Gallery Starmie or Staryu. Well, that would be here. Regidrago Reverse. That's a reverse rare, right? If we're getting a reverse, that'd be one that we'd want. And then a Hollow Hisuian Decidueye. Nice. I do prefer the original Decidueye, but I do really like the regional variants and a V-Star card. Sige. 1, 2, Paldea Evolved. Or before we get into Paldea Evolved, we need to give away this code card as well for the Oinkologne box, because Mrs. Lechonkamania already used her code for her box. So any Lechonk fan out there that would like these cards for the mobile version, the Pokemon TCG Live, feel free to. And to make up for the lack of codes prior, here is a 151 ETB code. So just make sure if you already have this code or used one of these codes for yourself in the past, to leave it for someone who hasn't. And that's all I suggest, nothing more. But I hope that you're able to get some good use out of these codes. It's the least we could do, as at this point we are unable to do giveaways, so giving these codes back to people who could use them, it's, like I said, the least we could do. So, my goodness, it looks like we're going fishing on such an icy day out. My goodness. Let's see if we can't find, I guess, the magic card. That's what everyone wants, right? I really want the Tauros, though. I think the Tauros in this set, no, none from the back. None from the back. All right, almost messed up there. Good thing the energy is at the back. But I really like the Tauros illustration rare from this set. Any of the illustration rares, really, you can't go wrong. Last, we've opened up a Paldea Evolved. I believe we pulled the gold. Oh my, mousehole. But the one with 3, not 4. We pulled the gold Tinglu, I believe it was. Skiploom. Oh, Earthworm. Oh my, it's the Alaskan Bullworm. And then Spiritomb. Rightio, nothing from Pouty evolved, but what can you expect really? I mean, it's not a Lechonk set. I've said it before, you can't really blame Astral Radiance. Lechonk was he was in the lab being cooked up yet. We're gonna save that Charizard pack for last, and we're gonna get this engine out the way. Take him to the scrapyard, and hope for some Lechonks. With all the Lechonk potential and Obsidian Flames, we surely must be striking a Lechonk here. But, like I said, if we pull nothing, we're gonna have to break into those reserve packs, so... Oh. Did I forget to give out the Pouty Evolved code? Did I? It's right there, just in case I forgot to. I apologize, F so. None from the back, so I mess that up again. And, Buizel. Now, yeah, there's 3 common Lechonks, and then you can get the reverse counterpart. You could get a gold artisan that has Lechonk chilling in the background. You could get the Lechonk illustration rare from this set as well. This set is just filled with Lechonks, and I think that just makes it an amazing set to pull from. Because every time you see Lechonk, can't help but smile. So you can't have a bad pack unless it's one with like no Lechonks. And then, oh my, all right, that is I'd consider that a pretty solid hit. Nice, oh my, and a Darkness Energy full art Tyranitar wearing a light bulb on his head. Amazing. I know the crowns, they're debatable. People are okay with them and people hate them. I don't know that there's necessarily people that love them, but people, they can tolerate them. I don't know. If you're a huge fan of the crowns, I guess. I don't know. I'm a fan of the the Lechonk crown. I can't lie. If you've seen the terrestrialized Lechonk, it's so cute. So I guess I love the crown on Lechonk. And this one isn't too bad, I don't think. It doesn't take up too much of the card. It just looks like a I don't know, a glassy Tyranitar. But we will take that all day. My goodness. We'll put that back there with the Lechonk Cosmos pattern card. And, oh, these are all, usually I push the cards down. I don't know why. But these ones are all pretty uniform. This pack is like pretty tight. So hopefully it's full of Lechonks here. My goodness. We haven't pulled a solid Lechonk in you know, I lie. We opened up that, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. I probably forgot also with the, this other Obsidian Flames here. I'm so, just not used to it. I need to get more used to it. Hang in there. I apologize. Alrighty here. Like I said, let me know though if you get anything good. Hopefully you're able to pull some Lechonks from these Obsidian Flames codes. Alrighty. Oddish. Swablu. Grumpig. Another one of those where the OG pig, Spoink, far outshines the secondary evolution. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm Spoink over his evolution all day. Snubble reverse, Finizen reverse on my focus, and Darkrai. So, I'd say we could still probably break out some of those reserve packs. I got them out for a reason, and they are within arm's reach, so I mean, we may as well. What we've got here, I guess, more codes. Oh my, look at that swirl and that whooper right there, chilling next to that swirl. Oh, he's got, oh, that's a, ooh, double swirl whooper, followed by a regular whooper. Oh, pardon that glare, I do apologize. We do have 3 Obsidian Flames single pack coin blisters, and I'm going to tear those off camera right now. Alrighty, here we are back with 3 codes, and if you, because there's 2 Pouty and Whoopers, the top 2 are Pouty and Whoopers, the bottom one is the Palmy, only take 1, you know, leave 1 for someone else of the Pouty and Whooper, so there's no real need to double up, I'd say, and if you want to use the scanner, I guess, you know, but those are the codes for the blisters themselves. Now, we're going to have the 2 Charizard packs for last, and another one of these dudes. My goodness. Ooh, that's pretty tight at the top again. We will see though. Can we just want a Lechonk? Need a Lechonk right now. I need a Lechonk somehow. Alright, that's upside down. I'll try not to do that too. I apologize. Try to get them at least facing the right way. Oh my goodness! The Song of Lechonk, it helped call him in. Ios. Now, out of all of the Lechonk illustrations in Obsidian Flames, I think this one is probably my least favorite. That's because there's so many. I'm not dissing on this one whatsoever. Don't get me wrong. I love this one. I love how happy he is. It's if you trim it out, it makes for an amazing emote or sticker. I love it. It looks like he just discovered some shrooms right off camera. You can't see it in the illustration, but we will set him to the side for sure. Then a Togepi, a Lampet, a Gloom, which Mrs. Lechonkamania, I thought she pulled the illustration rare Gloom from this box when she opened it, but we had to go back and check, and it was not from this box that she pulled it. Finizen, another reverse Dolphin. Ooh, reverse Darkrai. I do like the reverses so that you can, the reverses of the rares, so you can appreciate the background of the illustration a little bit more, because the hollow pattern kind of drowns out the back of it there. Like, yeah, you can see there, kind of. So to have the reverse of him, you'd be able to see the rock faces and whatnot, just a little bit more clear. Alrighty, into the second to last pack. Well, we've pulled a Lechonk, so I can't be too disappointed, but... What? Oh, there we go. We want to go for a... Was that a Lechonk that I seen? Or was that a Revavroom? I seen a white... like, was it colorless? Was it steel? Was that a Lechonk? Was that the Lechonk running down the trippy path after he found the shrooms? It is! Oh, I thought I seen it there. This is... Now we're starting to work our way up when it comes to the illustrations. Amazing illustration here by Tamakazu Kamiya, right here. This is... I love it. I love it. All of his illustrations have that unique feel to it. But this Lechonk right here, this one is really, really special. If I were to ever get any card of his autographed, it would have to be this Lechonk, obviously. So we will set him as well to the side. It would be awesome to grab a reverse of that one, but we'll take that one for now. Squovit, Malamar, love a Malamar there. Grumpig. Like between this and Dondozo, they really have not gave Wailord any love. They're just trying to skirt around Wailord. This guy wants to be Wailord. Dondozo wants to be a just make a Wailord card. You know you want to. Ooh, reverse Charmeleon. Ooh, a little insight to Mr. Lechonkamania here. I got a full booster box of Obsidian Flames for myself for my birthday last year. Mrs. Lechonkamania also got me a full booster box of Obsidian Flames, and not a single Charizard. I'm not a Charizard hunter whatsoever. I'd rather the Dragonite, to be honest. But not a single Charizard. Not even a plain Charizard EX. Nothing. So there's that last code. See if we can get some last pack magic. My goodness though, 2 of those packs had Lechonk front and center. I'd say those are some banging packs right there. Smoliv, Pidgey. Let's see if we can't though get one more. Oh my! I like this the Combi being part of that one giant 9-card illustration that is involving Lechonk. So I really do need that one Lechonk that's playing in the mud though. I do not have that one, as I gave all my bulk Lechonks to Mrs. Lechonkamania, not realizing that I'd probably need some for myself. So, and a Thunderous to wind it all down here. So, let's go through our Lechonk haul, and then we will, I'm leaving that, I guess we won't. I'd feel bad if I left it out, even though, like I said, between Mrs. Lechonkamania and I, we have so many. But let's check out the Lechonks firstly. My goodness. Like I said, a beautiful, beautiful illustration there. And like I don't want to downplay this one, but if I had to judge the two of them, like, they're both just so adorable. And then this one as well is so many Lechonks. My goodness. I was gonna say, so much Lechonks, so little time. And then the Tyranitar full art, that's a pretty solid hit. We will take that. And then last but kind of least also, Oinkologne EX regular. So not the worst, could be much better, but the fact that they didn't give it any special, like just rotate it, invert it, make it look into the left instead of looking to the right. No, but at least we've got an amazing Lechonk promo that definitely makes up for that entire box. So, to give a final score on the Oinkologne EX box, I would have to rate it at 9 out of 10 Lechonks, purely because the lack of Lechonk representation on the box, and the fact that the Oinkologne EX card is nothing special, just a reprint or reuse of the base Scarlet and Violet Oinkologne EX. So, I don't know. I like that the cutout for the box is in the shape and design of Oinkologne's eye, but the fact that this is an Oinkologne EX box, and the worst part of this box is the Oinkologne EX, I don't know, I think that's kind of funny actually. Never mind. 10 out of 10 Lechonks. The pack selection is pretty good, with 2 Obsidian Flames, 1 Paldea Evolved, and an Astral Radiance. It's not that bad. I'd say it's a pretty solid box actually. It really just needs a better promo card, like a full art or something, and a couple more Lechonks sprinkled over the box. So, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Oinkologne EX box that is a Best Buy exclusive. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Lechonk related videos in the future.
A chunky, 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 chunky Christmas. A chunky, 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 chunky time of year. It's a chunky, 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 chunky Christmas. Fill the world with all the chunky cheer.